Haley at one point was talking about looking at the NFL. Has he given you an indication for sure of his plans for next
Right
year?
now, totally expect him back.
And when do you want to make an OC hire? When do you
It'll
want,
be after the bowl game.
shortly after the bowl game? Is there any deadline once you get past the bowl game in
I don't
terms
have a
of
deadline
urgency?
on anything.
And the 10th assistant coach, do you know when you might make that hire?
January 9th.
You expect to add that person then? You expect to be ready to go there? What kind of position are you looking for? What kind of role are you looking for then, Jim?
Well, again, obviously, I don't anticipate any other changes on our staff. But, you gotta be prepared for anything from that standpoint of, but I need some more help with Coleman Hudson on special teams. The guy does a phenomenal job, and I want somebody to be able to help him. But it also needs to fit for us in the recruiting aspect as well. In our area of recruiting from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida to continue to help there.
Will the NCAA released a statement about recruiting violations that were self-punished and kind of minor in nature, but
No, they were very minor.
yeah, what steps have you taken to avoid that in the future?
Well, also, the NCAA found us a very compliant program, number one. They were overly minor in nature, and they've been handled, and we've closed the book and we're moving forward. Nothing to it.
Were you surprised by the timing of that release from the NCAA, and does it have any kind of effect on?
I have no control over that. It had nothing to do with that, no.
Jonathan Gibson had said he was going to wait until February, take some visits, then he ended up signing today. What did you say to him to convince him to go ahead and get it done today?
I believe Shannon Jarvis, his head coach, may have had a talk with him. So, no, again, when you deal with young people, sometimes they hear something and they think that's a really good idea, and we will think at the end of the day, Jonathan's been committed here. He's a really good football player. He's a wonderful young man, and who wouldn't want to go take 14 other trips and go to some different places and see some different things and get your food paid for and all that kind of stuff. It's a neat experience, but you also run the risk of losing a scholarship somewhere if you continue to wait on those situations. And obviously, Coach Jarvis has been a part of this for a long time and understands the recruiting process. And I think they had a little meeting today, and they called us when we got off the practice field and said, "Is there any way you could email this stuff over to us? We'd like to sign today."
Just what kind of an opportunity is it for Coach Strickland to kind of step in? Obviously, for a young coach, getting that kind of responsibility in this sort of situation.
Well, Seth does an outstanding job. Of course, played here at South Carolina, from the state, and but he's a very intelligent guy. It's all about opportunity. You have to get your foot in the door somewhere. But he's a guy that has been working with Coach Washington all year. Very understands what we do offensively. He's doing an outstanding job.
Coach, how do you think social media has changed recruiting and National Signing Day compared to maybe even 10 years ago?
Well, obviously it's an easier way to communicate, as far as direct messages and those things are concerned. I think that makes life a little easier for you as a coach. Now that was a year or two ago, I guess. I don't know, can't remember when text messages came in. I guess you can text now, but so that helped back then. You were able to do that. But certainly, I think marketing your brand, Justin King and our folks here and Coach Tanner's provided that for us to be able to market the athletic department, our university, much better as far as the social media is concerned. Because really, at the end of the day, that's what young people are on now, and that's what they see. And so you've got to understand that part of it. That's part of it.